In any situation, you can be speaking from 2 to anywhere from 10, 12 people, depending how large the contract is potentially going to be. This creates a level of complexity within your B2B technology marketing and sales that essentially you need to address. So there's going to be different stakeholders, and they all have different values. You have the top level, CEOs, C-suite level executives that are focused on where the company's going, return on investment, and essentially what it's going to do for the company at a much wider scale. You have the heads of the department that might be integrating your tool, that might need to understand, how's my team going to use this? Does this fit into my budget, etc.? And then you have the actual end users who are going to be utilizing the tool. Can they use it effectively? How is it going to benefit their own roles on a day-to-day basis? You have to address fears that any of the different stakeholders might have. This is why a podcast for your company can be a great asset in speaking to many different stakeholders within that B2B buying committee. So one way that you can do this is developing different episodes to speak to a different persona. So for, like I mentioned earlier, there's no need to cram every insight into one episode, and there's not need to speak to every persona within that company and buying committee in one episode. Take this as an example. You have a fintech tool and you want to sell it into another organization, and we're going to break it down now in terms of the different stakeholders that might be involved in this decision. So let's take it from the perspective of a B2B buying committee, and the executives C-suite level are focused on return on investment and strategic episodes. And executives, for example, C-suite, in this instance might be looking, so you could be speaking to a chief technology officer, your CEO even, and they're going to want episodes specifically around return on investment, cost, implementation, how it benefits a company in the long term. Then if you're looking at heads of department, for example, you might do a technical deep dive into the integrations that it might have, security levels, and they may be focused on those elements because that's key to their role and as a key responsibility of theirs that you need to address. And then end users, so the actual team that they have implementing the tool, using it on a day-to-day basis, they might need how-to guides, how to best utilize the tool, why it can benefit them in their role and help them excel, whether they have goals for increasing the likelihood of getting a promotion through excellent performance, and how this tool can help them achieve that within their day-to-day operations. Another way in which a B2B podcast can engage B2B buying committees is creating custom playlists of episodes grouped together to serve different target personas within that committee. So like I mentioned earlier, there's no need to speak to every persona in every episode and share all the insights into 1 hours long episode. Create bite-sized content and then create a playlist of this content that you can then share in your sales efforts. So for example, if your sales team are really focused on 1, 2, 3 key people of influence within this B2B buying committee, create a custom playlist of episodes that you've grouped together. It might be a private YouTube playlist. It might be on your website as you have it grouped into your website that they can easily access, and share this with them. This creates trust with this B2B buying committee because not only have you firstly gone off and created the content, edited it, and presented it to them, you're also creating an opportunity for you to speak and engage with this person over the course of hours. And we all know that in order to get deals done and win over B2B buying committees, they need to trust your company more than the other companies. They need to say, this is the company for us that is going to implement this tool, and it's going to be a success because we've seen their track record and we trust them.